Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching Haikyuu episode 23. So, we're coming up on the end here. I'm very excited. We just won match 2, so it's 2-2. We got, way more context to the Oikawa, Kageyama rivalry. It's like they kind of both respect each other and I think the other one's better than the other one, which probably is why they're both really good players. So I'm just very excited. I really just do want to get into this episode. Before we do, though, some really quick announcements. I mentioned it last episode, but if you missed it, we are starting an anime-only channel, White Noise Reacts. Nothing is going to change as far as the upload schedule, but we just thought it was a little better to compartmentalize our anime reactions. So episode 24 and 25 are going to start on that channel. And I have that link to the description if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. The Patreon is going to stay the same, everything like that. We're just going to start doing all of our anime reactions over there, so feel free to check that out, subscribe. That would be amazing and incredible. Also, Haikyuu fans, we love you, but we also really like Demon Slayer, and we have limited time. So we are going to be starting Demon Slayer Season 2 on that channel. And then we're going to come back to Haikyuu after Demon Slayer Season 2 and do Haikyuu Season 2. Just want to let you guys know. Hopefully you guys stick around and understand. I feel like there's a decent amount of crossover between the two audiences anyway, but just want to let you guys know that's what's going on. We're not abandoning Haikyuu. We still love you guys, but Demon Slayer is just coming out right now. We figure we watch that season and then come back to Haikyuu. Okay, all that being said, I'm going to shut up. As always, full-length reactions are up on our Patreon. As well as next week's reactions, the final reactions, and then those are going up on YouTube on White Noise Reacts anime, like I said. Let's just get into Haikyuu episode 23. As always, the free link to the actual reaction is going to be in our description. You guys can come back here to hear our thoughts, theories, and reviews. Let's just get into Haikyuu episode 23. Everything about that was amazing. Like, first of all, I marvel every episode at the fact that I am watching this like it's an actual sports game. Like, actually.
Dude.
I have never watched a sports movie that has simulated the feeling of an amazing sports game, except this. Dude. But the animation, the analogy with the grabbing, the visuals, the everything, like, they put all the budget into the animation this time, showing all the stuff that they did. Oh my gosh, what a great episode.
Yeah, like...
And the next episode is just going to be the final 3 points.
Dude, that's so insane, though. I wasn't sure, like, are we going to end the game here? I forgot, like, where does it end?
Yeah.
Like, so I guess we're going into the next episode.
But I like it. That's one of my favorite things about this show is the pacing of the show, where some animes get a little predictable with the pacing. It's not predictable with the pacing, and they don't always cut away or stall. But sometimes they'll just really take their time, like this episode, where it's like, we're in the middle of a match, but they did it well. I didn't feel like they were stalling. Because the one thing that I think sometimes with the flashback, like, they'll be like, oh, right before this guy dies, and then they'll cut back. It kind of feels like they're stalling a little bit. It never feels like that in this show. The pacing is so on point. The pacing of this episode was so on point. It's so tense, and they... there's matches where they'll blow through it, and then there's matches where it's like, okay, we are going to take our time with this and just draw out the tension and the character development, and that was really cool.
No, yeah, like, and honestly, just like even having Tadashi in there, messing up the serve, right?
I thought he was gonna,
like it's such a, like a little kind of like character moment for him, but I like how they're able to make it seem like, I mean, it is such a big thing, for him especially. Yeah. Even though it's like, if you compare it to like the amount of like screen time like everyone else has, you still feel like, Yamaguchi is a part of that team, Yeah. And it's, and him messing up, it's like, I remember the first time that I watched that, like, that's one of the things I remembered very clearly. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. Because like, if I was in that position, oh man, dude. Like, that would suck. I
mean, I wonder how it is, like for people, like, I played sports, but not a ton. I was great, and I didn't play it while I was watching this show. Like, I feel like this has got to be, like, amazingly inspirational, because they actually deal with real-world sports issues. Like, the one episode they dealt with people regretting it and not practicing, still one of my favorite episodes of the whole show. But even this, with Yamaguchi, like, he did fail, and people do fail, and that happens a lot, and that's honestly most likely what would happen in that situation. But there's not a sports movie or anime, I would argue, in the world that would normally do that.
Yeah, like
And so I don't know, like let me know in the comments, of course, because I'm actually kind of curious. Like I feel like that's got to be so inspiring and cool to like see this portrayed in a realistic way, and then portray realistically how you need to deal with this, as opposed to just being like, oh, here's our great music, and they win the match.
I mean, we know for a fact that like it was inspiring, at least when it came out in Japan, because like everyone started playing volleyball. Like, I mean, if you like look at, you know, as far as like, you know, people in the Olympics and things like that or whatnot, like professional, like people actually say like, hey, Haikyuu inspired me to like, you know, become a volleyball player.
That's
crazy. And I also have a story. I just remembered. I was literally in the exact same position as Yamaguchi in baseball. So we used to play club ball.
Yeah, you were really good. Right?
And I mean, I don't know if I was really good, but I was, you know,
we were
fairly good. And we had this big game or whatnot. No, I forgot. It wasn't like state, but it was like, I forgot what it was. But anyway, it was like a really important game, right?
Like regionals or something.
Yeah, and I was like our best base runner.
Okay.
And after one of our hitters hit it and got on first base or whatnot, I was the pinch runner, right?
So I would, you in.
Yeah. Swap. And I screwed up because I let off the base a little bit. And I slipped to try to get back because the pitcher threw it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get back, and I got out. And I remember feeling so bad because it's like, you know, you're expected, like they take someone out and put you in because you're expected to do better, right?
But it's specialized, and so it's like if you screw up at that, you feel like,
I mean,
like you screwed up at everything.
Yeah, it's like you know, like that's the reason why you're there. And so it's like if you can't perform there, like why are you even on the team? Now obviously I had some other like specialties, right?
No, but it feels like that.
For Yamaguchi, like he can only serve, right? And so it sucks. It's like everyone around him is doing so well and stuff, like, and he's, you know, he doesn't have the same, like he doesn't have some sort of special, like, you know, quick or whatnot, but he has a serve, and he only gets one chance at it, basically, right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, like that. When I first saw that, I was like, oh man, like that hurt. But I mean, hopefully we'll see.
That's why I like the show. Like it deals with real issues, but like you guys get what I'm saying. Give us, you know what? Give us some of your sports stories. Volleyball or not. No, like actually, give us sports stories in the comments, or if you were like inspired by Haikyuu, dude, I want to hear about that. That's so dope. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. We got 2 episodes left. Like I said, we are starting a separate anime channel. It's not changing anything, but it's just kind of our way to compartmentalize anime from a lot of the movies and live action stuff. If anything, you're going to get more anime, but that is linked in the description down below. And episode 24 and 25 of Haikyuu are going to be on that channel, not on this channel. If you're signed up to the Patreon, nothing's going to change there. It's the same Patreon for both channels. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Like, subscribe, and then check out that new channel. Like, subscribe there too. Hopefully you stick around. And if you do, we'll see you all in the next video.